The following program may contain adult language and mature subject matter, and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Welcome to Sex by Hazard with your host, Jen Hazzard, right here, Reality Radio 101. To contact Jen, dial 905-725-1907. Toll free, 1-866-905-7325. Worldwide, 1-866-656-5477. Email Jen, realityradio101@yahoo.com. And now, never leaving you alone, Jen Hazzard.
Welcome, listeners, joining you live from Toronto, Canada tonight. You're listening to Sex by Hazzard on Reality Radio. Call in and say hi. Tonight's topic, we will be talking about be careful what you wish for. So if you've had an experience in your life where you've put a wish out there and it came true and you weren't so sure it was such a good idea, or you know, in a good way, even if it turned out to be a good thing, call in to say hi anyway. We're going to be talking about, as usual, we're going to be talking about a few different subjects tonight. And first of all, Gary, how was your week?
Good, thank you. How was yours?
It was interesting.
Yeah, you look vibrant tonight again.
Oh, thank you.
Very vibrant.
Oh, thank you.
Bobby's staring at you. He's drooling.
Yes, I have. And I should mention to my listeners, I have Bobby. Bobby, I don't know what your last name is, actually.
Deadman.
Okay, and Bobby is joining me tonight.
And it's not dead, believe me. You better watch out.
Yeah. Well, I thought I felt something poking the table around down there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, Bobby is joining me tonight, last minute decision type thing. He has been on my show before, and he is also one of the members on the Boys Night In.
Right.
Which is Reality Radio's hottest show on once a month. It's moving to the second Wednesday of the month.
Right.
And Bobby, how long have you been part of the Boys Night In?
I've made about 2-3 sessions.
Oh, so you're fairly new.
Yeah, he's new.
He's the new one.
Yeah.
A new boy.
Not the newest.
Because
Del
haven't
is
been
the newest.
Of course.
baptized yet.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's the next show. We're going to get the ladies to come in and do that for you guys.
Well, that's what I heard, that there's going to be a ladies show.
Yeah, Jen, touch on
I want to be
that.
part of that, too.
Yeah, no way.
No, she's
No
not letting
way.
any men here except me working
That's
this
right.
crap.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right. And even Gary, like, you know, there'll be certain rules for you.
Yeah, you're
that
taping
night.
up the window. Paper it,
We'll
so I
let
can't
you look.
see.
No, we'll let you look. Most of the
Yeah,
time, anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, we've actually, I'll touch on the Ladies' Night In first.
Yeah.
We will be first on the air on July the 3rd. It'll be the first Monday of each month. We've got the ladies together. It's going to be an absolutely fabulous experience. A really interesting mix of women. We've got Teresa from Sugar My Skin and Nancy that's been on my show, as well as Karen McBride, a local businesswoman, and my friend Amanda Baxter. And she is young, sassy, opinionated, the whole shebang. So it's going to be really a lot of fun. And tune in, folks, because you will be enjoying it. And I'm sure we'll be promoting the boys, and the boys will be promoting the ladies. And
Are we going to do any spanking?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. depends who the naughty ones are, though. If the women are the naughty ones, we might be getting the spanking. Yeah, I know I'll probably get a spanking.
Okay. How you doing, Gary?
I'm fine. Thank you.
I think probably I'll be one of the naughtier ones on the show if I'm sure. Anyways. Okay, and listeners also remember Naughty But Nice in Oshawa, right on King Street. Mention Sex by Hazzard or Reality Radio, and you will receive 10% off of your sex toys. So go out and treat yourself. You can never have too many of those. All kinds of lingerie and clothing, all kinds of stuff in there. So mention the show and you get a discount there. And we're going to be talking a little bit about animals. I had an animal kind of week this week, and an experience yesterday that was actually wonderful. Two little children were out on a street that I was walking on, and they waved me over, and they had two little baby wild bunnies in their arms. And they were probably, much smaller than a water bottle, actually, probably about the size of a coffee mug. And I got to hold them and pet them. And then the children, as they were going inside, they released them back to their mother. And, they were safe and sound. But it was a really, really neat experience being able to see them and touch them. And then also we've got a strange fox in our neighborhood. And as you mentioned, we were talking before the show, Bobby, about the Children's Arena Park, which is near where I live.
What a fantastic place, for taking pictures and the flowers.
Having sex on the benches and by the water banks and in the fields there. It's actually very private at night, Gary.
I love that.
And I've got a story about that park a little bit later, too. But yes, it's a beautiful park, and you're just discovering it, and it's a place that I go to almost every night when I'm walking my dogs. And there's a fox in my neighborhood, and he's very, very strange looking. He's more black and brown, which typically in Canada we get the red foxes. So he looks like he's got a bit of a mix in him, and he's actually very, very friendly.
Maybe wolf, but I don't know.
No way, because the wolf would be too big for a fox.
Yes.
I don't think that would be possible.
Is he around every night, Jen?
Every single night. He walks through my backyard at 9 o'clock every single night. And then usually a little after midnight when I'm walking my dogs, I see him again. Almost every time I go out. It's not uncommon 2 or 3 times a night to see this fox.
He wouldn't bother with your dogs, would he?
Well, he's funny with my dogs, and he's not rabid. A lot of people think that.
That's during the day, usually. Because they're nocturnal,
yes,
right?
And even then, chances are they're not. Rabies isn't nearly as common as what we think. But he, last week, I was walking my dog, and my dog was barking and pulling towards, trying to get at the fox. And the fox just sat down in the middle of the road and just sat there and stared at my dog.
Oh, jeez.
And
Come and get me.
Yeah, it was almost like it was taunting, like I'm not going anywhere. I'm not afraid of you type of thing. But it's not aggressive in any way. It sort of looks like it wants to be friends with my dogs. And what it did this week, I've got a little tiny cemetery across the street from where I live. And the fox ran to the other side of the fence and sat down in the cemetery. And my dog, both of my dogs and I, were sitting there watching it for probably about at least half an hour. And this fox knew it was safe because it was behind the fence. And it sat there and it crossed its paws. It's laid its head down on its paws as well.
So
it yawned.
It was quite comfortable there, wasn't it?
Very comfortable. It knew it was safe. And, it was yawning a couple of times. I kept looking at my little dog and licking its lips, which got me a little bit concerned. But then it even came right up to the fence to meet my dog. And then when my dog jumped forward, it skidded off towards the forest.
What are your dogs? What type of dogs?
I have a big pit bull mix, Great Dane, Lab, all kinds of big things in him.
So it's a bigger dog.
Yes, and I've got a little
something
Yorkie
like a horse.
mix. Yes. Yeah, but then last night I was walking and I saw it behind me, and I purposely didn't look too much because I didn't want the dog to start pulling and trying to go towards it. Well, it followed me right around the block, about 10 feet behind us. Just trotting along with us. And again, it's not an aggressive type of fox.
Are you feeding it?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not feeding it. But one of my neighbor, that's the cat lady. she puts food out for the stray cats in the neighborhood, and of course it's going there on a regular basis and feeding the fox.
Maybe it's looking for its family and it can't find it anymore, so it's thinking your dogs are its family.
Well, it's like that.
Right.
Well,
You
it
know,
wants to make a family.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't, like, it's not frightening at all.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
interesting, actually.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very, very cute. I've gotten some adorable pictures of it, and
Nice,
it will just
yeah.
sit there and watch me for quite a while.
They are beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And when they look at you, like, it's got a face like a teddy bear dog
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Cute as
But
anything.
this, but this is a city.
Yes. Well, we get,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
because we're near the river, we get a lot of wild animals. I saw a
Because
possum
of
the
the
other
river.
week. Yes. Yes, we get a lot of raccoons and possum, coyotes, birds of prey, you know, different things like that all through our
And Del
neighborhood.
from hell.
And Del from hell. And this is
Yeah.
the funny thing,
Mhm.
Gary, because Del had never been down to the park there either.
Yeah.
And I decided after his show, as you know, and Del and I quite often do things
Mhm.
after his show.
Sure, we know that.
Yes,
Mm.
and I was hoping he would see the fox, but the fox, of course, didn't come out. Do you know that he has never seen a live fox before?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Never. So one of these days, I'm hoping he can experience that.
What about the zoo?
I don't even know if he's seen one in a zoo or not.
Mm.
You know, I'm not sure if he's been to a zoo or if he's seen one.
I don't
That's
think
the
they have
place to go,
foxes in
isn't it?
zoos. Do they have foxes in zoos?
Probably, but they probably
Yeah.
stay in the
Yeah.
dens, I would imagine,
Yeah, yeah,
mostly
yeah.
during the day.
Right.
But Del from hell, you
Right.
know, after his show, quite often we've, you know, one of the times we went down to the lake, and that was when the Swedish bikini team
Ooh,
came
that's
in
right.
on canoes, and, you know, Del took care of the 18 women.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the week after that, the Green Bay Packers
Right.
came in, and, you know, we had a great time with the Green Bay Packers
Right.
as well. He thought it was only fair, you know.
Yeah,
since
sure.
I allowed him to
Did
play
he
with
watch?
the bikini.
He watched, right?
He watched,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he joined in too.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Bob, you're
joined in.
missing all this.
Yeah, yeah, he joined in too.
Probably got sick of the Maple Leafs. though.
Yes, we wanted
Right.
a winning team, right?
Right, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
football players,
Mhm.
definitely. And then last week, you know,
Mhm.
I took him to the park there, and I, you know, laid out my shagging blanket that I keep in the back of
Ooh.
my car
Very nice.
by the river, and of course nobody was in the park at all. And I pinned him down, I knocked him over, I gave him the best blowjob he has
Oh,
ever had
you're
in
admitting
his
this stuff.
entire life. Just knocked him right down. And you know, he serviced me too, and we had a great time by the river there. Wasn't quite as exciting as the Green Bay Packers and the Swedish bikini team, but hey, there you go.
I could just hear him right now. Oh, behave.
yeah, and you can decide whether you believe that one or not,
All right,
Gary.
all right.
Yeah.
Stranger
Yeah.
things have happened.
Yeah. Look how
Yeah.
dark Bobby looks. Huh? Doesn't he look real dark?
Dark.
Yeah, like a tan. Look
Oh,
at
I've
his
been
face.
out
Oh,
in the sun.
yeah.
man.
Yeah, dark. That's what I mean. So, oh.
But Del told me something that night. He a saying that I had actually never ever heard of before. So I'm feeling a little bit. You know, my sexpert degree is lacking. I need to educate myself a little more. And the saying was the little man in a boat. Now, have you heard that saying, Bobby? I can tell by the smile you probably have.
Little man in the boat. No, I'll let you go on with it. Go ahead.
Okay. But Del, actually, he came up with the saying, little man in a boat, and apparently it's a very, very common term
Mhm.
for the clitoris.
That's true. I've heard that. And by the way, someone's on the phone for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
For this? Call, are you there?
Ovi, hey!
How did I know you were going to say that? How did I know?
My ears are bleeding over here. You guys, I love it. You guys are talking about our sexual encounter the other night.
Yes, and the little man in the boat, like you educated me
Oh.
that night.
Yes, the little man in the boat, Gary. You know what the little man in the boat is, right?
Of course.
Yes, everybody knows.
Of
I was shocked
course.
you didn't know, Jen.
yeah, no kidding, eh?
Yeah.
That was too funny. I said, I go like this, I want to take care of your little man in the boat. She was like, what the hell are you talking about, Del?
Yeah.
You
I was
know?
thinking, why, you know, fishing or something like that, and
Yep.
yeah.
You know what she said, though? That was totally true, Gary. She threw my ass down, literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Knocked him
Very
over.
controlling, this one.
Knocked him right over.
Oh, yeah.
Did she
Oh, yeah.
behave?
No, she didn't, baby. Behave was not part of her vocabulary.
Yeah, and you said you were seeing stars that night, not only in the sky.
My God. There were stars there, but I wasn't seeing those. I was seeing a whole bunch of them. My eyes were rolling in the back of my fucking head.
Yeah.
Gary, this woman is priceless.
I know, I could tell.
Priceless.
Yeah. Now we got to think of something to top next week.
Oh, don't worry. I got something in mind.
Oh, very good.
I'm going to make her see double the stars.
Ooh, I like that.
Very nice.
I like that.
Yes, and there'll be stains everywhere.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, baby. It's funny because on the show this week, I played the Austin Powers, the original, like the actual Mike Myers clip, and Gary was like, no, man, that's not right.
Yeah, he does it better.
Yes, I do.
Del,
I think so, too.
Del does it so much better.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed you got Bob Deadman in the house.
Yes.
How you doing, Del?
What's up there, buddy?
Hey, I just dropped by on the way home.
And Bob
Nice.
looks really good. He's in all leather with a tie.
Yeah.
With a tie.
Oh, my God. Now,
It's
that's
cool.
a sight.
He looks shagadelic.
Yeah.
Oh, behave, baby.
It's been years since I wore a tie, I'm telling you.
Wow. Gary, you have to take a photo of this for posterity.
I will.
seriously.
I will. Before Bob leaves, I want to get a good shot of that.
Yeah,
That's great.
Bob, don't get comfortable and take off your tie and shit. I got to see this.
Thanks, buddy.
No worries, man. Bob, you were the highlight of this fucking boys' night in for sure.
Oh, I hope so.
No, Del, I got to tell you, okay? Gary's sort
Yeah.
of misleading there. Yes, he's in a tie, but he's also wearing his black leather jacket with hobo.
Nice.
The hobo name tag, and what is it? Leather pants?
That's a street name. It's a street name.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a cat named Hobo once.
It's like
Nice.
in our biker world, we just turn around. We don't go by names or anything. We go by a street name.
Okay.
Do you know hobo? Do you know chance? Do you know whatever? Right?
So what would
Yeah,
be
but I thought you would go on a Deadman for
Sasquatch.
sure.
When you mention Sasquatch, well, that's a friend of mine. Well, if anybody else is listening, they don't know who or what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now the three of you, what would be my street name? If you could come up with a street name for me.
I can't say anything.
Okay. Your street name would be
Hoover?
No.
Cougar,
How about
no.
Hoover.
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 Conolingus Circle.
Oh! I have to agree with Gary on that one. That is quite priceless.
I live at 346 Conolingus Circle.
Yeah, baby! That's the shit right there, yeah.
We won't get into it, but Jen has never answered a couple of my sex questions I asked her, but she won't answer them. So.
Oh, she answered a few questions I had.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yes, in detail.
Yes. Very graphic detail.
Wow.
Yeah, demonstrations and everything, Gary.
That's
Wow.
right. My ears were coming.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Poor Del. Never be the same,
how do
eh?
you spell that? Yeah. How do you spell that?
Yeah, but Gary, have you ever heard the expression, the difference between like and love?
No.
No?
Well, what's the definition?
Spit and swallow.
Oh, that's right. That's right. If she likes
So
it,
you love me, baby.
I got me a feeling that Jen loves me.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's why her skin looks so good.
Now, of course. It's healthy.
Oh,
I
right.
got to practice what I preach. I mean, really.
You
You
know,
know?
protein that's really good
Wrinkle
for you.
Oh, it's high. It's high.
Yes, gets rid of the puffiness. It's good for your hair.
Yeah, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Very good for
I
your
ain't
hair.
gonna use it on my hair. Sorry.
Yeah, it
Comes
makes
good
it
for the
soft
skin.
and shiny, and you know.
Yes.
That's why I'm an envy of gay guys. Their skin and everything. They got great skin and great hair.
Well, that's why.
Well, they do.
That's what I'm
Karen.
saying.
Yep.
Garance, you know this.
No, like I got a couple of gay friends that are guy. I have one gay girl friend that's a girl, but I have two guys that are gay, and I'm always mocking them. I go, how do you like? It's like you got no pores, man. When you shave, why is your? But think about it. It's like, why is your skin so awesome looking, right?
It's glowing.
Now I know, baby. No.
Yeah, baby.
See, one thing.
Well, didn't you notice Jen? She's glowing tonight, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't tell you guys is I am actually 97.
Oh my goodness!
Yep.
You
Oh,
only
boy.
look 14.
There you go. It's because of all the cum and semen that's all over my face on a regular basis.
Bukaki.
Yes, it's split me half
Oh,
my
my
age.
goodness.
I swear I look half my age now than I used
You
to.
better hold on, Jen. The following program will contain. Yeah. Will contain. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Jen was glowing. I've been glowing all week too since that happened. Like seriously. You know.
Well, you know,
She
Del.
took me to the moon, man.
Yeah, but Del, I mean, you're not telling him the whole story.
Well, you have to tell them the whole story.
Yeah, my little man got licked.
Yes.
My
Nice.
little man in a boat. You gave him a licking like you would not believe.
Oh yeah.
Did she keep on ticking though? It took a licking
kept
and
ticking
kept.
like a champ.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Ticking and clicking.
You know what? I thought that was something because you met her on Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I saw her on Wednesday and she couldn't walk.
That's right.
So I asked her and she lied to me. I said, Jen, what's wrong with your legs? She says, oh, I just pulled a muscle today.
Yeah.
And I know the truth.
That's right.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. And my skin was lovely.
Oh, your skin always
Oh.
looks lovely.
Yeah.
Now you know why I got so much hair on my face.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby.
That's the secret to growing hair, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
That's right.
And just
That's
remember
right.
something, folks. Bobby Deadman is not dead.
No,
No.
not that at all. Not after
Right.
Boys Night In when he told us some of those stories.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
wait till Ladies Night In and Out.
Uh-huh.
What a
I
great
can't
name.
wait. I'm counting the
And
days.
you know what? You got to have a sound effect for that intro of yours. Welcome to Ladies Night In and Out, and hear a.
Yes. Yes. That would be good, eh?
That'd be
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
All right, now,
Hey-
you're bugging me, buddy. No,
All right, no problem.
no,
Hey.
I'm only kidding.
I love you too, Gary.
No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Okay, Del, we got to tell the people, though. Listen, Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock to the Del Morgado Show. And, of course, Boys Night In, the second Wednesday from
Yes.
8 to 10.
Right.
Oh, you're a
of
sweetheart.
Each month. And also the YouTube videos. Del does
Yes.
my YouTube videos for me, and his are also up there. Check it out. We're linked together.
Nice.
Yep.
All
All you got to do is type in Sex by Hazard, and you'll get all of the videos.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice.
So
And
check
Gary,
it-
you send me that tonight, and I'll have it up tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow.
Okay, and I did send you all your pictures.
Oh, you did? Oh, right on. I didn't
Okay.
check my email yet.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
All right, I took pictures of you and Dell.
Yeah.
No, I'm only
what-
kidding. Look.
I was
That
like,
was
did
the
you
flash
follow
in
me?
the middle of
You know
it.
what, Del? She just gave me a look like you wouldn't believe when I just
You
said
should have seen my look.
I said I sent you all the these are other pictures for something, but
okay.
you looked at
Okay.
me like, oh my God, when did you take pictures?
Yeah.
There you
He
go.
followed us, Jen. He was in the bushes.
I
Yeah.
thought so. I thought I saw
Yeah.
some flashes going off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I know
Yeah.
Tony and Jay were there, too.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'll
and-
definitely let you guys go because I'm sure Gigi's probably dying to call in
Hey,
here.
yeah, Gigi will call, and Gigi, if you're listening, this is for you. Give it to us, Del.
Oh, here we go. You guys
Ready?
ready?
Okay.
We're ready.
This is for Gigi and for you too, Jen.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure.
Go ahead. There you go.
You know, Jen got that first hand on Tuesday.
Oh,
There
the
you
way.
go.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Sharon,
Crazy
Sharon, Sharon is tongue all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dribbling everywhere.
Yeah.
This is the only show I know that keeps Mike Kalenko awake.
Yeah.
He's in the back. He's in the control room.
Oh, is he in there with you?
Yeah, usually I rouse him about 5 minutes before the end of the show. Say, Mike, you ready to go for a coffee if you want to go, whatever. He
Yeah.
goes, huh? This is the only one. He's wide awake right now. He's wide awake.
Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Del,
Yeah.
I'm feeling very hungry.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Obi.
There you go.
I love that, man. He is so good at that.
Yeah.
Del, are you into sucking toes?
Oh, well, we're going to do that live, Bob.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that point yet. We figured we'd
Yeah.
start with the bikini team and the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Bob, they're
and,
just screwing each other and having wild sex, but they're not into the sucking toes yet.
Yes, we got to get to know each other a little better yet, right?
Yeah. It has to get more personal.
That's right. That's right. It'll come.
Well, you got to
Oh, yeah.
start somewhere. Jeez.
Oh, absolutely. It'll come.
It'll
eventually.
come. Yes, it will. Okay,
All right,
thanks,
guys, I'm going to
Del.
let you guys go because I know Gigi, and of course, I can't wait for little Johnny to call in.
Oh, he'll be calling, yeah.
Oh, I hope so. He's
Yeah.
the best.
Okay.
You guys are the best. And Jen, darling,
Yes.
you're smashing, baby.
Oh, thank you.
I love this guy, man.
Good
He's
night,
good.
Del.
Thanks,
I
Del.
love you guys too, man.
All right,
Good
we'll see ya.
night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, now I think that sort of goes along, Gary. Are we ready to hear our
Yeah.
Okay, this is a moose mating call. Okay, you know my mandate, folks. If you've listened on a regular basis, I want you to tingle. I want everybody to be having more sex. So I thought I'd play something that'd get the wilder listeners out there revved up and juicy and tingling. So we've got a little bit of a moose mating call for you.
Here it is. Ready?
Yep. Gary, I don't know what happened. I have no idea how I got in the background of that video there. I thought I was being away from the mic and quiet. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, and I couldn't see your hands either.
Oh.
Hey, before you go to a commercial break, Teresa's on the line.
Oh, very good.
You want to talk to her?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Teresa, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi,
baby.
Teresa.
Hi there, Jen. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Just wanted to call in. I'm about to go to bed.
Very good.
But wanted to call in and say nighty night. And been listening to the radio. I'll probably go to sleep snoozing, listening to it.
Very good.
And hello to the listeners. Hello to Gary. And your topic tonight is interesting as always. Hope you're having a great night.
Have you ever had an experience with Be Careful What You Wish For, where you wished for something and it came true and you weren't quite too sure about it?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because I do a lot of manifesting.
Okay.
So whatever I wish for, I kind of manifest it to happen. So I don't want to say that I've been careful. Whatever I've gotten, I've kind of asked for.
Awesome. That's the way to
good,
do it
the
for
bad,
sure.
The ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And for those listeners out there, it's Teresa Comodoro from Sugar My Skin. She makes beautiful jewelry and lots of services as well. And she will be one of the ladies. So it's going to be, Bob is in the studio with me, Teresa. He's one of the boys from the Boys Night In. And it's going to be a great time. I'm so looking forward to it.
And that's exactly one of the things that manifested, if you will. When you first asked me about being on the show as a regular host, I thought about this before I even met you. Being on radio and talking weekly about something, that fits to everybody and down to earth, spiritual wise. So there you go.
Yeah.
The blessings since day one, my friend.
Very good. Very good. It's and it's true. What you think about, what you manifest, what you feel is what you get. That's for sure. Okay, sweetheart.
Sure.
Get some sleep. Don't forget, pinch your nipples before you go to sleep.
You bet.
Okay.
Okay. Good night to everybody. Good night, Gary. Good night,
Bye,
Jen. Love
Teresa.
you all.
Bye, Teresa.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Good night.
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 Pinch
Okay.
your nipples before you go to bed.
My friends
What kind of
listen to me,
advice
Gary.
is that?
My friends listen to me.
Okay.
They wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't for me.
Oh, my
God, I
goodness.
didn't get a word in edgewise there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got to be a little faster here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sucking on this bottle here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I do want to touch on the Be Careful What You Wish For.
Sure.
Now, I told the story about the man that asked me to marry him on the first date, right?
You did one time. You touched on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I touched on the whole story, and I'm going to make it as quick as possible because it's quite lengthy. But it happened at a time I was living out in the country, and I had been single for a while, and I was, quite frankly, I was getting very tired of being single. And I went out into my cornfield, and I threw my arms up to the sky, and I said to my higher power, I said, okay, I said, I want a husband, and I want him quick. I want him to be interested in coming into my children's lives and being a part of my children's lives, and hurry up about it. And this was on a Thursday. I met the man that I've told this story before, but I'll be brief with it. I met him on the Saturday night. We went out on a date on the Tuesday, and before dinner even arrived, he went through his complete financial picture, exactly what he owned, and said that he wanted me to be his wife.
Oh, shit.
It was on the Thursday that I was out in my cornfield.
Was that important to you?
Which?
The financial thing, was that all important for someone?
Well, that was part of, I said to my higher power, I said, I'm tired of doing this all on my own. I knew Christmas was coming, so I was thinking along that line that I want a man for company, obviously, and security and that type of thing. So that's obviously why it was presented that way to me. So I went back to the field the next day, and I threw my arms up in the air again, and I said, very funny, God, or my higher power, whatever you call your higher power. And I said, okay, now I want a man that knows me. And, someone that really loves me for who I am. This man told me he loved me 7 times before he even bothered to ask my name, the first one. It's a true story.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I said, very funny. And I said, okay, now I want, a man that knows me. And then it was on the Thursday, so the very next day, one of my very wealthy neighbors that was a very, very good friend of mine, a man who knew me very well, that I loved dearly. We loved each other dearly as friends type of thing. And we were quite close, actually. And he pulled into my driveway, and he said, I hear you went on a date last week. And I said, well, yes, as a matter of fact, I did. And he said, well, listen, he goes, I was driving by yesterday, and you were out in the field and looking up, and he goes, all of a sudden it hit me that I wanted to marry you.
No. That's weird.
Yes. So, and this is true. In a 1-week period, 2 men, 2 men, and exactly what I wished for.
So be careful what you wish for?
Be careful what you wish for.
Because you may just get it.
Yes. So I went back to my field again, and I said, okay, the right one at the right time. I'm willing to be patient. I'm willing to wait.
Unbelievable.
And as you know,
Here comes
I'm
the moose.
still waiting.
And Jen's still waiting, yeah. Was there a moose in the field? No.
Probably. Probably. I think I was riding the moose at the time when I was thinking it.
Did you ever ride a Sabian?
No.
You know what that is?
No.
The sex toy?
No.
Oh, you know what a Sabian?
Oh, is it where you sit on it like a horse or a saddle? Type thing? Yeah, I've heard they're kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gigi's on the line.
Ah.
You want to talk to her?
Yes, I do, always.
Gigi, you there?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm sorry I missed your call. I went to boot camp tonight after the gym.
Oh, well, you know what? I was going to call you back, but it was like I was rushing to get to the studio and all that kind of fun stuff, and I thought, I'll text you later.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, call in. Call in and say hi.
Of course I'm going to call in. I got to get my nightly growl.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's quite,
oh, my God.
It's become quite the regular, eh?
Oh, my Lord. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Have you ever had a story of be careful what you wish for?
You fucking well know I did.
Well, that's partly why I came up with the topic.
I knew it.
And I was going to say a friend of mine, but since you brought it up, Gigi, do you want to tell the story?
I cannot believe I'm going to say this on the live air. I've been single for quite a while, and I've been on a couple of dating sites and stuff, and I'm not having a lot of luck finding what I'm looking for. So in the back of my head, I thought maybe I would be smarter if I became the other woman.
Uh-huh.
And because I'm just looking for someone to be intimate with and
to have sex and, you know, maybe go out for drinks once in a while or go to the movies. I don't want a man that is going to expect to look after me and pay my bills because I work. I have a good job. I look after myself. I have my own apartment, and that's not what I was wanting. So I put it out there. I should have fucking known better. When we went to the Omar last weekend, I went downstairs to go pee, and when I come out, there's a guy standing there, and we've been eyeing each other a bit.
Oh, for weeks you've been eyeing each other.
Yes.
Weeks.
So he's waiting outside the ladies' room for me, grabs my arms, throws them above my head, and lays a friggin' kiss on me. It curled my toes. Looks at me and says, "To be continued," and goes upstairs. So I go toddling back upstairs. Once you start peeing when you're drinking, you know you got to go every half hour. So I go back downstairs. I come out of the bathroom. There he is again. Lays another one on me. Says, "To be continued." Goes back upstairs. Third time, I come out. Kisses me again and says, "Where can we continue this? Can we go to your place?" I looked at him like, I live in Hamilton. I don't have an apartment down here. You should know that by now. So he sort of shrugged and went back upstairs, and even though I'd had a couple of drinks, I thought, that's really friggin' weird. So I go to the bartender.
Good old Care Bear.
Married with 4 kids.
Yep. And I turned to Gigi at the time and I said, "See, be careful what you wish for."
To wish for.
Yes.
I'm like, seriously, you cocksucker.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I was mad.
Yes. Well, the other thing too is he presents himself as a single guy. He goes every week, and nobody would have any reason to believe.
He did not have a ring on his finger because that's the first thing I look for.
That's right.
So now all week I've been doing penance, friggin' working out and sweating and doing penance for that friggin' thought in my head. Jesus.
Well, wait now, and Jen, you know this guy?
Oh yes.
Oh God.
Oh yes. Oh yes. He was a regular at the Down Omer.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Is he from this area or? Does
yes.
Oh
yes. And like I said, no indication at all. He's been flirting with Gigi for weeks and
Yeah.
weeks and weeks, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, and just when she came up and she's telling me, and the evil twin of me was just howling with laughter because I'm sitting there. Do you remember what you said to me a couple of days ago, darling?
Yeah, but you see, now I feel bad. I feel bad for Gigi.
Oh, for sure.
I do.
You're
For sure.
just going to get the biggest hug when we meet in July.
Well, no,
Yes.
see, I'm honestly,
Oh, of
no
course.
joke, I'm
Oh, of
feeling bad
course.
for her.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
That
it was
piece of
sleazy of him
crap,
to do, right?
Yeah.
You know, but he's obviously the wrong one for her, and,
Yeah,
and
but-
good riddance, out he goes, and
Yeah,
on
but to
the
lead her
next.
on and do all that. and,
Definitely.
you know,
Good thing she was smart enough to ask, eh?
Yeah.
And find out before it
Could you
continued
imagine?
much.
Oh, my God, I would
Exactly.
have felt like such a piece of shit if I'd have found out after.
Yeah, but you
Yes.
wouldn't have known about it, right? So how?
That's
it's-
just me, though.
Yeah.
You know, I like
Yeah.
to flog myself.
I think we should do
I'm
something.
Catholic. What can I say?
Yeah. Listen, you know, next time we see him, I think, you know, we've got to connive a little scheme there to sort of get him back, eh?
Oh, you know what? I hope he catch something from those broads that he was taking out back with him.
Yep. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
that's
surprised.
got chlamydia written all over
Yeah.
it. Oh, no, see? There's karma. The Jesus Georgina, stop it.
Yes. But it's so true.
Otherwise,
eh?
I'm going to fucking get chlamydia.
Yeah. No, you won't.
Can you-
Because you did not sleep with him.
No, I did not.
You did not sleep
No.
with him. So there you go.
Yeah.
You're safe.
No.
Definitely you're safe. Listen,
Oh, my God.
we got to get going, but thank you for calling, hon.
All right, I see you Saturday night.
Sounds good. Love you.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Gary.
Bye bye.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
care.
Okay, and before we go to commercial, Static and the Stars is playing on June 28th at the Commodore Ballroom in Vancouver. If you're in the area, check it out. Justin and Melinda, June 22nd at Stuttering John's, June 28th at the Social Lounge in Whippy. They're a fun group as well. Okay, and a neat little saying that goes along with our topic. Too many people undervalue what they are and overvalue what they are not. So there you go, folks.
Nice.
You know, yeah.
That's
keep
nice.
in
That's
mind.
right. That's right. People do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, they do. You know, and
No, be straight up. I mean, what the hell's... you're both there. You're both adults.
Right.
What's this bullshit under the table?
Yeah.
Shit. You know,
Yeah.
come right out and say it. Hey, if you want me to lay one on you, I'll lay one on you.
yeah, well, I don't think it's talking anything at all like that, Bob. I think it's talking about self-esteem and feeling good about yourself. But of course, you have to take it to under the table, laying one on, sex. You know,
That's the way I took it.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
I just
kidding.
don't want to get kicked in the balls.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. No, it's talking about valuing
Right,
who
right.
you are
That's a
instead
good
of
saying.
looking.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, but you know, hey, it shows I'm doing my job if
You
I
are.
can get you guys to be thinking about that type of stuff as well, right?
You got it.
Okay, and check out Berry Hill Catering in Oshawa at 83 King Street West. They've got a fabulous patio in the back there, wonderful food, and you will actually love this place. It's very, very good. I've got another, actually, maybe I should move on to one of the jokes of the week. A vampire goes into a pub and asks for boiling water. The barman says, "I thought you only drank blood." The vampire pulls out a used tampon and says, "I'm making tea." Groan.
That's gross, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all...
I'm sorry.
A lot of guys have earned
Okay.
their wings, but...
Okay,
you know,
well, here's
but,
one that'll really turn you on. Okay. 2 blokes were out walking home from work one afternoon. "Shit," said the first bloke. "As soon as I get home, I'm going to rip off my wife's knickers." "What's the rush?" his mate asked. "The bloody elastic in my legs is killing me," the bloke replied.
Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, something to
That's
turn
bad.
you
That's
on.
bad.
Okay, 6 signs that a guy is into you. He finds excuses to talk. This is from some men's magazine or
Okay.
something, some type of thing like that, eh? He finds excuses to talk to you. He speaks to you differently than he speaks to others. He tries to impress you. He compliments you. He seems to watch you or stare at you. He licks your little man in a boat.
Is that after you heard from Dell about the little man?
Yeah. He educated me this week, let me tell you.
Look at you.
Yeah, educated me. Okay, how are we doing for...
We're ready anytime you are.
We're good for commercial?
We are.
Okay, we're going to take a short commercial break, folks. You're listening to Sex by Hazzard on Reality Radio 101, and we will be right back.
Jillian's Jewelry Box on Facebook. Handcrafted unique jewelry by artisan Jillian Crone. Jillian's Jewelry Box at gmail.com. Custom design, affordable prices, shipping available worldwide. Visit her Facebook fan page to purchase one of Jillian's beautiful jewelry creations. That's Jillian's Jewelry Box. Email Jillian right now. Jillian's Jewelry Box at gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Teresa Comadero, owner and operator of Sugar My Skin. Take the chore and ouch out of hair removal by visiting me in Oshawa for smooth, velvety skin treatments using an all-natural hair removal technique known as body sugaring. Along with pure sugar paste, I am delighted to offer other aesthetic solutions, harnessing gifts from the earth, such as body and complexion care, chakra balancing with quantum touch and gemstone placement. Please ask me about custom aromatherapy gemstone and other unique metaphysical aids that are available for worldwide shipping. Sign up for my newsletter and check out my website at www.sugarmyskin.com for skin and body care tips, workshops, promotions, and more. Questions are always welcome at 289-600-6796. That's 289-600-6796. Call today.
Are you looking for a new and exciting place to go, hang out, eat, and enjoy great entertainment? Then look no more. The Down Omer, located at 522 Ritson Road South in Oshawa, is the place for you to go. From exciting karaoke contests with great cash prizes to open mic sessions and live music for you to enjoy, the Down Omer offers its world-famous authentic Newfie recipe of mussels for just $6.95. That's right, just $6.95 for the absolute best in authentic Newfie food. And what about the Down Omer's drink and shooter specials? Plus, the Down Omer offers free meals at 7 p.m. on Friday evenings. You heard it right. a free meal on Friday evenings at 7 p.m. Sunday, it's 25-cent wings or our daily special of a basket of wings for just $6.95. How about a 7-ounce homemade burger with fries for just $5.95? Unbelievable. We are the Down Omer, located in Oshawa. Call us at 905-434-1669. That's 905-434-1669. Call us today and never be hungry or bored again. We are the Down Omer, located at 522 Ritson Road South, Oshawa.
The following program may contain adult language and mature subject matter and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Welcome back to Sex by Hazard with your host, Jen Hazard, right here, Reality Radio 101. To get on board, dial 905-725-1907. Toll free, 1-866-905-7325. Email Jen, realityradio101@yahoo.com. And now, back to your host, Jen Hazard.
Welcome back, folks, and as usual, our last half is going to be jam-packed. We've got an awful lot to cover. Okay, first of all, there is no show next Thursday. A big family commitment from the Reality Radio 101, and we will be returning at a regular time the following Thursday. So if you listen in next Thursday, we'll be posting it on the fan page on Facebook as well. And if you want to hear previous shows as well, you can go to the fan page, Sex by Hazzard, ZZZ on Facebook. And the Down Omer, actually, when they were talking about the free dinner, tomorrow they are having they don't have just cheap dinners there, and it's absolutely free, no drink minimum, absolutely nothing. Bruschetta salmon, rice, and salad.
Nice. That sounds delicious.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no kidding. So if you are in the area, they've got great bands on the Friday night. Our own Gary, who did the music around the commercial, he also will be playing there on August the 9th, and we'll get a free meal that night, too. I think we should request the salmon, because that'd be good.
Would you come up and sing one song with us?
I'll dance. I'll dance.
Will you?
I'll dance.
Right.
I promise.
Okay.
I promise. Trust me, you'd rather see me dance than hear me sing.
All right.
Trust me.
All right.
I'm coming.
Okay,
All
and
right.
here's a little bit of a better joke. I wasn't sure if we'd have time, but I'm going to squeeze it in just because the other ones were so bad. 3 guys are discussing women. I like to watch a woman's tits best, the first guy says. The second guy says, I like to look at a woman's ass. He asks the third guy, what about you? Me, I prefer to see the top of her head. So there you go. I was thinking about Del when I picked that one. That's for sure. And also this week, the oldest person in the world, a Japanese man by the name of Jikomon Kimura, died at the age of 116, so from Japan. Now, the oldest woman in the world is 115 years old, or the oldest person, and she is also from Japan. And, Gary, I got to tell a quick story about one of the seniors residents in our area.
Okay.
A friend of mine was the social worker there, and their oldest resident ever was 113 years old. So as you can see, very close to the oldest person in the world now. And she was sick one day, and the doctor came into her room, and he said, I'm afraid you have pneumonia. This is a true story.
How old?
113, oldest one ever.
Oh, my goodness.
Ever at this retirement home.
Yeah.
And she said, pneumonia. She goes, well, she said, I might as well just die then. And she put her head down and died.
When did this happen?
About 5-6 years, no, a little more than that. 8-9 years ago.
Oh my
True
goodness.
story.
Oh.
True story. My friend actually witnessed it. Pneumonia. I might as well just die then. And 113 years old. Well, one of our family friends, actually, she died maybe 4 or 5 years ago. She was 108. when she died, and she had recently celebrated her birthday, and her whole family was together for her birthday. And at that time, she was the oldest woman in Toronto.
Wow.
Long, happy life there. So there you go. There's your old people facts for the day.
Oh, no. I've been going at it for 8 hours, like say, and then I look over and I think she was dead.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a really sexy
You got a
baby.
picture
That's
of
when
that.
I was 22 years old. I mean,
Well, good for
I was ripping and tearing that time.
you got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
There's a sexy lady on the line.
Ah,
you know,
very
you know,
good.
so-
Okay, very good.
And I think she's what do we call her? Deep throat, baby? Or?
Oh, Deep Throat Deb.
Deb, you there?
Yay.
Hi there.
Hi, Deb.
How you doing, honey?
I'm doing great. I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm excited to hear you.
You sound beautiful.
Oh, so do you.
It's nice to hear you too. You're a hard woman to get a hold of these days, so.
Oh, I know, eh? I know.
I know. You need longer than an hour or more than once a week.
Well, I don't know about the more than once a week. I like the idea of, longer than an hour. Did you...
No, she's there. She'll be there. Just that here. What will happen is we're trying to get her volume up.
Okay, are you there, Deb?
She'll be there in a second. Hold on, Deb. Just keep talking. Deb, you there?
Hey,
Yeah, she's there.
I am.
Okay, and her volume's up?
We can't get it up any higher.
Okay.
That's why it cut out like that.
Okay.
So
Listen, Deb, do you have a story about be careful what you wish for?
Oh, my. There's a few. To pick one would be hard. Be careful what you wish for. Well, that's like thank God for unanswered prayers.
Yes.
Safe to say, right?
Yes, definitely.
Well, back in the day, had I got everything I wished for, I don't think I'd be very happy now.
No.
oh.
I don't know that I can just freely go into details. If we were in the same room, it would be a whole lot easier.
I want to meet her.
Oh, she's amazing, Gary.
You missed me the one night, Gary.
She's
Yes.
got
It was
a
a great time.
she's
Lots of laughs.
really unique
Cameron.
voice.
That reminds me of Cameron.
Yes.
Jen.
Yes. Do you know?
Jen,
Hey, listen.
When's
Do you know?
Cameron going to be around again?
Do you know where he is? Actually, he is right now as we speak. He is down in Arizona.
Oh, my.
Yep. Yeah. He flew out on Tuesday. And his paintings. You talk to him, and he's an artist, and a lot of his paintings are centered around desert scenes. And I think you two should become Facebook friends.
I think we should. I kind of creeped him out. I know that he does some acting and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's only because he took his shirt off for me the second time.
Yes. I think he was quite happy about taking it, and I think it left an impression on you too, Deb.
Oh, it was a good time. It
Yeah.
was a great time, especially once he crawled into
Listen,
into the
now Cameron's got something a little different than a lot of men have. He's got a pierced belly button.
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's not. Come on.
He does. I teased him a bit about it, but I had to get him to take his shirt off twice because I wanted to see his ink.
Yes.
He has very intriguing tattoos.
Yes, and even the
And,
belly button ring, it suits him. Like it suits his whole look and the tattoos.
It does.
And, yeah.
But before he climbed into bed beside me there,
Mhm.
I kind of thought he was gay.
Yeah.
I did the artist thing and everything else.
Yes.
And the belly button ring after the first time I got him to take his shirt off. But still very intriguing.
Yes. Well, you know what? I can see a lot of people think he's gay, eh?
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people
I'm
do.
not the only one, and I kind of felt bad admitting it.
Well,
No.
Deb doesn't want to see me take my shirt off. Look out. You know?
You know what, Gary? You take your shirt off at one of the shows when Deb's here. She'll pinch one nipple, I'll pinch the other. How's
yeah,
that?
that'd be
Oh, my.
Incentive.
what a
Someone
visual.
capture that on video?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Are these girls into leather?
Are you,
Yeah.
Deb? Are you into? I've got a leathered out guy here with me. Are you into leather?
No.
No.
I can't say that I am.
How about
Not
C&W?
my dude.
How about
Maybe
which?
a chick,
C&W.
but Not on a guy.
Country and Western? Do you mean, Bob?
Yeah, country
Oh,
western.
no, not
Chains and
country.
whips.
Yeah. Oh, chains and whips. Okay.
Deb, you're not into chains and whips, are you?
No.
Are you
no.
more? Are you? Let me ask you this really quick. Are you more into? You're a girly girl, more into the feminine stuff.
Oh, no. Not really.
So far, there's nothing left.
There's lots.
Yeah, there's nothing left. There's me. I'm in there somewhere.
Oh, there's lots left.
Yeah?
Trust me.
All right.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
Jen's met me.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys have a great night. And
Thank
maybe
you,
we should,
Deb.
Think about that, making it a little bit longer.
Yes. Thank you,
By
Deb.
Hazzard. You guys rock.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Deb.
Thank you,
Have a good
Deb.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, now I had something unusual said about me on Facebook, and my friend John in California.
Yeah.
This is what he said about me on Facebook. And you're also a piece of work, my dear. Funny and about as outrageous as ice on a devil's pizzle.
Whoa.
Yes.
Do you know that person?
John. Yes, my friend John in California.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought, is that a compliment or is
You
that?
know what? Yes, it is. It's a tongue-in-cheek compliment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's nothing bad.
I guess, I'd melt on the devil. And the pizzle, I just love that word.
Yeah.
Just love that word. This guy, I have to, I'm sure he's listening tonight. And he is one of the funniest guys. Just the wording and the things that he says, like he's a comic genius, and he just makes me laugh all the time.
What's he do for a living?
I forget.
Wow. Maybe you should be
make
a writer.
Me laugh.
Wow.
He's really doing a good job if you forget.
Yeah, he does a good job at that. Trust me.
So.
And then I also said to him, I said, I'm stealing that for my show. And he said, you go right ahead and you steal it. So I thought, there's my compliment of the week.
Nice.
Yeah, my compliment of the week was from John from California. Okay, and we've got to do the song of the week.
We have
still.
a song of the week,
Yes.
Zebra Head.
Okay, yes, we've got to get that done. And again, it's I'm going to quickly tell another
Sure.
Be Careful What You Wish For story.
Sure.
My old boyfriend Daryl that came in, Gary, you remember meeting Daryl?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, before Daryl, I had been single for quite a while, and again, I put it out there into the universe per se that I wanted a man that wanted to have sex all the time, that he wanted wild sex, rough sex day and night all the time. And then I met Daryl,
and it was because he is that.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason
He
we broke
admitted
up.
that. Really? He admitted that.
Yes, he would get angry with me if it wasn't. It's been 10 minutes, dear. It's been 10 minutes. What's going on? Get your pony. This is what he used to say to me. Get your pony to bed. Get your pony in here. Get your pony. Get your.
That's when you say, use your hand.
Yeah. But I learned my hips have still not recovered from that whole situation, and it's been many, many years now, let me tell you. So that was one of my be careful what you. I just sort of got a chuckle afterwards. And I thought, yep.
And he had a girlfriend when he was here. He said he was seeing somebody, right? Or you said he was seeing somebody.
Yeah.
If he wasn't, he had no girl in his life right now, no lady.
Uh-huh.
And he invited you back that night, would you have gone?
I would have, whether she was there or not.
No. Oh.
Seriously, I still spend time with him.
Yeah.
So it's whether he's got a girlfriend or not. In fact, one of his girlfriends I became quite good friends with.
Okay.
And
but I mean, if he wanted you back to do some deeds, No. That's over with.
Yeah. My hips are too old.
Yeah.
my hips have said, just keep that man right away from you, honey.
Yeah. Wow.
They protested. Okay, and our song of the week.
Yes.
It is by Zebra Head, and it is called "Be Careful What You Wish For."
That's right.
Yeah. Here you go. You're listening to Sex by Hazzard on realityradio101.com.
Judge me. So I've got my life together. because the colors are so place and now they're dripping down and bleeding and they're running away. Patch it up and leaving in these streets. Turn around, it's like a promise with no meaning. So be careful what you wish for. Just might get it. This is what you live for. You might as well forget it. You don't know what you're in for. We're never ready. Be careful what you wish for. Just might get it. Get it. You just might get it. Get it. Get it. So hold tight. Hang on, but breathe it. Hold on. Hold on. There's a part of me that can't escape my insecurities. Hang on, this is me. Be careful what you wish for. Hang on, but breathe it. Can't live up to you. Hold on, you just might get it. There's still a part of me that can't escape my insecurities. Hang on, this is me. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for.
All right, kids, coming up. Here we go.
And welcome back, listeners. Okay, we have my slutty friend Rhonda.
Wait.
has written-
Okay, hold on. I got to find that.
Oh, right. I forgot that we do the music now. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about the
Yeah,
Be
'cause
Careful What You Wish For.
Yeah, we have Slutty Rhonda, and she's got. Oh, here it is.
The music.
She loves this music.
Yes, she does. And I'll quickly touch on the Be Careful What You Wish For.
Sure.
Folks, keep your thoughts positive. If you feel, that something is going to happen, if you feel the excitement with it, the joy, it helps make good things happen. I've taught workshops on The Secret and all kinds of positive thinking type things. It really does change your life in many, many ways. So remember, keep your thoughts positive this week. It's important, and expect good things to happen, and they will. Definitely.
Very nice.
Okay, Gary, are we ready for
We are
Rhonda?
ready for. Are we ready for her?
We're
yes, never ready. Here we go.
Always ready for Rhonda. Okay, here we go. Hi, folks. Well, I got a flat tire this week, and of course it was out in the country with no one else around. I had just gotten back from a hike and was wearing a short pink skirt and a white t-shirt without a bra. Why put on a bra when you are hiking by yourself? I was standing by the road trying to figure out what to do when a truck pulled over with 4 sweaty, dirty men in it, and one asked if I needed help. I know that all 4 of them were admiring my nipples, and of course they instantly became hard from all the attention. It took them no time at all to change the tire, and I gave them a cheeky smile and asked how I could thank them. The boldest one said that showing him my big boobs would make them all happy. I think they were all surprised when I immediately obliged and asked if I could show them my appreciation. Before long, we were all naked, and I had 1 cock in my mouth, 1 in each hand, and 1 sliding into my hot, wet pussy. Each of them made me come 2 or 3 times, and I made each of them come too. 1 in my pussy, 1 in my mouth, 1 all over my tits, and the biggest load covered my face in hot, sweet cum. Next week they are coming over to my place because they said that my car could use an oil change. You gotta love handy men. And there you go. This
Bob,
week's
easy
slutty,
on the sugar.
slutty,
He's
slutty Rhonda.
He's listening to Rhonda, Jen.
Yeah.
He's listening.
2 licorices in his
And,
mouth.
and his head's tilted, and he's going like this, like he's savoring what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then he reaches the licorice, and he's putting sugar in himself, and I'm going, Bob, easy on the sugar. You'll have a heart attack. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that Rhonda.
What can I say? She brings out that, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, brings out that for sure. Okay, and Bob, I want to thank you for being here, especially, short notice, dragging you in by by your beard.
If I could make this every night, it wouldn't be too bad. But no, I was had other commitments here in town, so
Very good.
I just figured I'd stop in here on my way home and.
We want to get a picture, though, of Bob and you. I want a picture of his vest and everything.
Oh,
That is
yes.
so cool.
Oh, yes.
What he's
Oh,
wearing?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
gonna paste this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
was
I
gonna
won't put
say-
it anywhere. I just want a picture.
I've been known. I've wore slippers. I got a picture
Yeah.
on Facebook with slippers. I got a picture with wearing a sombrero because I helped somebody move. And now I
Any
got a
naked
shirt
pictures?
and tie on and in leather.
Yeah.
And I guess that's going to get plastered all over the
No, I
You know,
don't do that. But
It could be worse. You know, like I've got pictures of me naked all over the internet, absolutely everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there's pictures naked of me. And if you believe that one again,
yeah, not you.
yeah. So did you believe the Dell story? Did you believe
Which one?
All of them, all three of them.
No. Yes.
Dell and I were
Yes.
sitting there
No.
talking. You
Yes.
know, is Gary going to believe it? What should we tell Gary we did this week?
Well,
And
for the listeners, I
is-
believe it.
But you personally,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dell's a geek. You know what that means? He's
Oh, yes.
he is a geek, and
Oh,
he's those guys are brilliant in what they do. You know, they're into comic books and movies and video, and you know they're tremendous. You know, so you got to look at geekdom or sexdom. Which one? You know?
Yeah. Well, you know which one I am.
Yes.
Comic book what?
Ooh,
Definitely not geeky here.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
So-
got to admit, yes, there's
quite
quite
but
a
he's
bit of
both.
geek.
I think he's both.
I think so
He's
too.
geekdom and sexdom. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, but we were taking bets on whether you'd believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't believe nothing. You know.
Yeah.
That's I live in a basement.
There you go.
That's it.
And reminder, folks, the show will not be on next Thursday. Have no
Yeah,
fear. It
sorry,
will be
yeah.
returning the following week. And also Girls' Night In. I guess this is the last show before Girls' Night In. July the
would be.
3rd. Yes.
Yeah.
Try and listen in, folks. You are going to love it. It's Wednesday, July the 3rd. It's good. We're going to make it silly and laugh. We're going to laugh a lot and have a lot of fun as well. So it's from
Nice.
8 to 10 right here on Reality Radio, July the 3rd.
Beauteous.
Yes, and I guess that's it for the night, folks.
Okay.
Thank you for listening, and remember, do your part for world peace. Have an orgasm tonight. Good night, folks.
Good night, folks.
You've been listening to, well, I don't know what you've been listening to. Sex by Hazard with your host, Jen Hazard, right here, Reality Radio 101. Coming up, stay tuned, the best pop and rock music ever recorded in the history of man. Reality Radio 101.